Today is Monday, October 11th, and we are up in the house. And also, y'all know what that October 11th means. Well, I'm going to share with you today is Indigenous People Day, October 11th. It's cool. What's up? Again, you at the Bipoc Happy Hour. We are the Black Indigenous People of Color. This is our wind down. We worked all day and did the weekend thing, and now we're going to wind down through the week and talk about what's going on. I'm Uncle Ray. I got Brother Dennis, Sister Simon, Brother Bobby. What's going on, good people? How y'all doing? I ain't seen y'all in a few days. What y'all up to today?
Ain't nothing much. Hi, everybody.
What's going on? Yes. Today is National Indigenous Day. Y'all did know that, right? I'm not telling y'all nothing new. Because they're not going to try to throw that Columbus BS on nobody. I know y'all swifter than that. And all that good stuff. So today, Monday, it didn't rain. It ain't freezing, but it sure enough don't feel like summer outside. And all that good stuff. What you say?
It's nice and right.
It's nice and right. It's cool out there. I have to wear a shawl on my shoulders. If I can't wear a tank top, it's cold.
It's pretty. I see different colors with the cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like this kind of weather season.
Now, in Minnesota here, there's a lot of beautiful places here that you can see the changing of the leaves.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few, you just have to take a drive. I can take you on an hour drive and show you some really good stuff just deep down off in the south. It's just really beautiful. I mean, it's on that other side out there by Sinai, out there on 52. Got to take it down there. You can see the eagles and all of that kind of stuff.
Take 61. It's a more beautiful ride.
Then 52 going down to Cannon Falls and all of that.
Yeah, 52 is kind of flat. 61, you go through like Red Wing and stuff. It's some cute little towns and stuff that you go through. And the scenery is better on 61 than it is on 52.
Okay. See, there's places, Bobby, we can go to look at the changing of the colors, Some outside, I mean, they don't take all day, We just got to take our road products and just go and drive and come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this sounds fun.
Do the damn thing. There. Lake City, Wabasha, that's the place I told you I would escape to after the election. Winona, it's a cute little town. I mean, it's some cute little, and then Red Wing, like I said, they got this really.
I have been to Red Wing.
Oh, it's you'll blink if you might blink, if you drive and miss it or whatever. But
you could.
It's a cute little town though.
Yeah, Red Wing is the only place on this planet that I ran across somebody with the same name as I do. And that's a whole stretch to come up with the same name as I do. But Red Wing's a little nice little town. It's just up on a cliff. I mean, there's a cliff up there that you can look off of. It's really nice, but it's really beautiful to look at the landscaping, the topography at this particular time. It's really beautiful. It really is. And all that good stuff. So, Brother Dennis, you're awfully quiet. How are you feeling this afternoon?
I was curious if people know that this is October. Ain't it?
100%, yes.
And y'all know the day is 11th, which you refer to as Indigenous People Day. But do they know that on the 2nd of November, which is only like, 20 days from now, we'll be voting right here. So how do they feel about that? And do they know their early voting place? Where is that at? Because you can't early vote everywhere in Minneapolis. Where can you early vote at? Do anybody know that?
I personally don't. Unfortunately, I don't live in Minneapolis.
Oh.
Usually is at the city or the Hennepin County Government Center. There may be voting centers in the city. You can always call 311 to get election information in Minneapolis. I don't think we have a number like that in St. Paul. But Ramsey County Elections has everything on there. You can enter in your address and find out where your polling location is, where you can vote early, and who's on your ballot.
Early voting
Rank
in
choice.
Minneapolis can only be done at 980 East Hennepin Avenue, downtown. The only early voting place in Minneapolis. So until early voting stops, I think it's on the 19th, you can go to 980 East Hennepin Avenue and early vote.
980 East Hennepin Avenue.
Yes, that is the only early voting station in Minneapolis right now.
Wow, only one.
So they close on Sundays on the 17th, but every day they open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your early voting.
And can I get that time one more time?
7 a.m.
7 a.m.
to 6 p.m.
to 6 p.m. We're trying to repeat 7 to 6. You can
Early
get in
voting.
There. 980 East
Hennepin. If you go there, you can early vote. I'm hoping that everybody will take heed and try to do that. Now, I don't know what district people live in, but I live in the 5th Ward, I think, and these are the people that's on the ballot this year. I ain't gonna go through all their names. I'm gonna scroll down. You see all the mayor candidates. I ain't gonna even count them.
I'm running for mayor next year.
Then they got the 5th Ward, which is this ward over here. This is what I live in. So that's why when I went to the website and they asked me, well, you know, what's my address, what's my zip code, and they pulled out the people in my area that I'll be voting for. So these are my city council people in my area that I will be voting for. It'd be different if you lived over south. Now the mayor would be the same, but you know, the wards are different. So you got to go through it and look who's in your ward and decide on who you think would be the best person in your district to vote for. And this, the park board, so if you go to this website, it's a government, Secretary of State SOS, you can find out more. What you think, Ray?
It's awesome. I think you should let everybody know.
Hold
Again,
on.
early voting is at 980 East Hennepin Avenue in Minneapolis, so you can do early voting. Again, that's 980 East Hennepin Avenue for early voting location. And you need to get out to it, please, y'all. Okay, I just want everybody to utilize their 100% right to vote and go vote, because we don't want to hear nobody complaining about nothing if you didn't vote on it, because as we saw, your vote does count, because your one vote could be the make it or break it thing, and I believe you should use your talents.
Yeah, make sure you research these people.
Yep. If you don't know who you vote for, make sure you look at, go look them up. I know there's a lot, but you know some of these names on here. Maybe some of them. Yes, there are some on here you should know. But please, y'all take a look. Y'all don't leave Minneapolis hanging this out. You know, America's already going lopsided. Y'all go and vote and keep it from tilting too far. Bobby, what you think?
Say it again.
What do you think?
About what?
I asked you that. Do you think the people should go and vote in Minneapolis? Because you know, you and I don't live in Minneapolis.
Oh yes, everyone should vote regardless of where you live. Let them hear your voice.
All right. Well, I think everybody should do it. So what are you what's going on with everybody? Everybody's leaving me. All right, you're on mute, Daddy.
Where y'all going?
I don't know where y'all going, but y'all was gone.
So
And I was looking for the light.
So I mean, do people really want to go out and do door knocking and outreach? Would y'all do that?
When?
I'm just
I mean,
asking.
you talking about for this year?
For this year?
Oh, that is something that we normally participate in. I believe we should be able to do some civic civic participation. It's a win-win when you get everybody to vote and do all that. It's only benefiting us because our voice is heard and we can change things in our area.
Well, I know the polling stations open up on the 2nd at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. And you can also be a judge. There's a higher position, temporary job, to make sure that the election go the way it's supposed to. So, I mean, there's a lot of jobs associated with this. If you go to that website, Poll Finder, SOS State, MNUS, they'll tell you about being a polling judge, how you can do door knocking outreach.
Now, that's for elections. That's for elections, not to work at the paint. We talking about the election, that type of poll, not the paint.
We talking about going to souls to the poll, y'all. Send your soul to the poll. Not your dollar bills to the poll.
Right. So make sure you get your ballot and make sure that you know who you're voting for. They do have sample ballots also. If you want to go on there and practice, or actually know the people you want to vote for, so when you get in the box, you won't be confused, because it is slightly different when you get into the box than you actually see who, because we've seen a form of everybody on is going to be elected. It's not going to look that way when you see your ballot. It's going to look different. So know the people you want to vote for, so you can be prepared when you walk into that booth. You already have your decision and your ideas based on what you thought and the people that you researched, whomever they are.
Yes, because your decision will change a lot of things. Y'all know they got that the policing thing on the ballot. Do y'all want to defund the police or fund the police?
Hell yeah.
Y'all
Do y'all want Jacob Fry?
On that.
Do y'all want Jacob Fry back or somebody different?
Hell yeah.
Was that a yeah for everything, Bobby?
We got city council members that are up for vote. Come on, y'all.
I believe
it's the north side. Y'all get up and handle business and do your civic duty. It only take about 10 to 15 minutes. Nothing gets filled up that long.
Only hired people that was born in the 70s. 75.
Well, because 70s are still, if you were born in the 70s, you're still pretty young. If you were born in the 60s, then you're old.
That's good. 70s.
Right.
70s. No one in the 60s. All 70s. We got to push these old people out. They gone.
Well, the way we vote.
The whole entire views of the POC pride, because some of the people are ancient and because they in their 50s.
Well,
no, some of these motherfuckers, all of these motherfuckers in their 80s, 90s, 100s.
Oh, that's them, yeah.
Yeah, old white men.
That's why nothing changes. That's why nothing progresses. Because they want to keep their.
What if y'all say it like that? It's ranked choice voting.
Explain that to us, Dennis, since you brought that up. What does that mean?
Well, you would choose your first top candidate. You know, that would go in your number one spot. You know, then you have a second candidate, you know, that you would choose. You know, then you have a third candidate. Once they add all those up, who got the most votes, you know, then they'll come back and whatever one you pick, whatever one the most people pick would lead the pack. You know, so
now is that on every person has three choices? I mean, every person has three choices. I mean, you got city council, they get three choices. For mayor, you
No,
get
no,
three
it's not a
choices.
choice. It's a rank choice. So you rank your number one first. You know, like if I
Right,
liked you the
I get
best,
that, but you still got three choices. 1, 2, 3.
yeah, but
First, second, and third.
Well, you can make. I mean, they wish you would make somebody different, but I guess you can make all three your same choice if you really wanted to.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying you got three choices. That's all I'm saying. You can pick
Right.
out three different names. That's all I was saying. You got pretty much. That's all.
You can choose three different names. Yes, your rank choice.
But they should all be born in the 70s.
Well, due to ethnicity, a lot of people you can't tell if they were born in the 70s or if they were born in the 20s.
Well, don't get
Some
mad
people
about
were
me.
born in the 70s and looked like they were born in the
That's only black folks. That's all you talk about. Because any other nationality, they look like they age. That's my opinion.
They're gonna look old. They're gonna look old.
They're gonna look old. But if you got some melanin in your skin
You can keep it together.
and you moisturize,
I'll be 73 on my next birthday, and I'm still trying to hold it
all
together.
that Botox, Ray. You know.
Oh, no Botox. Just a little holy oil and shea butter. You can do it.
Hey, how you doing?
So you gotta moisturize your skin, Bobby?
Yeah,
You gotta moisturize everything. You gotta keep your skin tight and smooth.
Same way people like to lubricate their buttholes. You gotta lubricate your skin.
You gotta do it on your whole face.
You know what? I forgot. Let me say, if you want to know more about the ranked choice voting, go to voteminnesota.gov, ranked choice voting. It'll explain to you what that means and what you have to do. Again, voteminnesota.gov, ranked choice voting. And that'll get you to what ranked choice voting in Minneapolis means.
Go out and vote.
And lubricate, right?
Go out, moisturize.
Definitely go out and vote.
You should be lubricating. You should be using hand sanitizer when you're going out places like that.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we're hoping that
But that will not moisturize you. You still want to carry some moisturizer with you.
I said lubricate.
Right. Even at that lubricate, you still need some moisturizer after you're gonna be dry.
Get the hand sanitizer with aloe. They should have some with shea butter.
But they don't. So the aloe, hopefully you'll get the good kind.
What that mean? Hey, you know what? I didn't get the basic information. The basic information about voting. You have to be a U.S. citizen. I don't know if everybody know that. At least 18 or older on election day. Been a resident of Minnesota for at least 20 days before the election. If any and all parts of your felony sentences, and you can vote.
Good stuff.
So yeah, y'all practice this year voting, because next year is going to be a really big election. So go down there and research and look at your stuff and be aware. Because next year I want you to really get out there.
Big too. I mean, the mayor, city council, those are the ones that control what's happening with
those are big state elections, big city elections.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we like to use the park a lot, so we should really look at this park board because
on there.
They're going to be changing some rules, and we may not even be able to use the park no more.
That could happen if you do not know who you're voting for.
Yeah.
That's why that's why we ask that everybody votes and know who you're voting for, because we don't want anybody to complain about anything if you didn't vote. Because everybody has a voice, and we know from last year's election, everybody's vote counts. Your vote could be that one to tip the scale. It could happen. And that's not a joke. That could happen. That's how come that redhead man ain't in the president's right now. I mean, I'm not going in there. I digress. But everybody go vote. and all that good stuff.
Y'all can register right now, but I mean, don't wait because you can also register on the day that you're going to vote when you go there. But I think you should register now. Let them know, like, yeah, I got this.
And if you vote early, you won't have to stand in the line on voting day.
True.
Because you're probably going to be in a hurry and just not going to want to stand there that long. So get it out of the way.
And it's
There ain't
November
nobody
too.
there.
That's
And
November.
it might snow that day.
See, if you do it now, it's warm outside.
Yeah, if you do it now, you don't have to worry about all that. And won't be nobody in line taking up all that time. You can get in and get out and go vote. That's what I believe. And I'm gonna take it with me.
Whatever that means.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna ask this question since we down it. Did anybody go and see David Chappelle this weekend?
No.
To see Closer? I just was asking because I got a chance to see it, and I key. It was good. I'm just gonna make my own personal comment on all of that transgender part where somebody's got hate for David on there. I didn't hear it, and I just think that's something that I cannot hear because I'm not Caucasian, so I didn't hear all that negative transgender information. I thought he was very good. I think he's an excellent storyteller. He's great. And I don't think he said anything out of the way whatsoever.
He's black, so they automatically going to dissect everything that he says. And
Of
it can't
course.
like a white person mouth and then something totally different.
Of course. Because he talked about his friend. He really gave props to his friend. Gave big mad props to his friend that was transgender. And if you listen to the words that come out of his mouth instead of automatically jump into a hate position.
But it was a lot of people.
He'll tell you what he's talking about.
There was so many people making comments and they hadn't even watched it.
That's so dumb. How you gonna make comments?
Watched it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and no shade against, in mental health, but like I felt bipolar with that show because it was like I was laughing and I cried. I was like,
right.
You know what I'm
because
saying?
Towards the end, it did get kind of sappy.
And where was this at?
This was watching Closer on Netflix.
All right.
So you think that gay Chappelle hate gays?
You
think he hate gays?
Do I think he hate gays? I definitely don't think he hate gays whatsoever.
Is that your story? You're sticking to it?
I'm sticking to it because most of the story he talked about gays most of the time. I say he gave a good 3/4 of the show to the gays because he was cracking jokes and all that kind of stuff. It goes with conversations.
He talked about everybody.
He talks about. He's a comedian.
He said space Jews.
Yes, he did. Like, hey, wait a minute. He said it twice to make sure y'all.
Joke, right?
He said it twice.
He was talking about everybody.
Everybody. So I didn't see anything negative whatsoever. So that person that whoever felt offended, they're gonna feel offended by everything. Because I'm sure if it was somebody, I'm sure if they didn't look like Dave Chappelle, it'd have been fine.
How do you believe that?
Because David Chappelle don't look like Caitlyn Jenner.
So gay people what?
Say what?
Yeah, that was another interesting piece about, I was going to ask that same question, but he related to her being woman of the year and she didn't have a vagina. How does that?
Even at that's not what he said. What he said was she put in the work. You only been changed over
As
1
a
year.
woman for 1 year, that was the thing.
1 year, you've been a woman for 1 year. How you
A
gonna
lot
be
of these other women been doing it their whole life. How
came
can
from
you
the
relate?
right?
Yes.
It just makes no sense. And this has nothing to
Especially as
do
a
with a
woman
person
trying to
being
climb
trans.
in business.
Right. Now I can see if she's been trans for the last 20 years, you done put the time in. You done put something in. You done did the RuPaul. You done at least did it for the last 20 years. At least RuPaul can at least play the halfway. But Caitlyn Jenner did it once, and everybody giving her the awards. No, that's only because of your skin color. And I think, and I'm at the agree.
Hello?
I think it was ugly.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, what's up?
We're online, Daddy. Hello. And so I give mad props to David Chappelle for this show. I've seen all of your comedy specials on Netflix, and I will watch when you do your next venture.
Woo-woo.
But I will say I did like the part when he gave mad props to his transgender friend. That was awesome. David is a great storyteller and all of that kind of stuff. So, nope, I'm rolling Dave Chappelle all the way. Boop, boop. And all that good stuff. So, anybody do anything fun this weekend that they care to share with me today?
Not really, but I did watch The Housewives. Why y'all ain't talking about The Housewives of Potomac? Like y'all don't be watch. Y'all don't watch that.
I don't
The only
particularly
one?
watch The Housewives.
Damn.
Only Bobby watches The Housewives.
Yes, I do. And the Housewives of Potomac was some shit this weekend. It was. Because you know the person that gets on my nerve, Candace.
Man, I want to choke up myself.
I wanted to choke her last season, but I'm
Mhm.
glad someone did choke her for me and dragged her across the table. She needed it.
So
She
those
had a
girls
guy
really be
popping
fighting?
out like that.
Those girls be fighting on the show?
Yeah.
They squabbed. You mean they broke a nail squabbing and
Oh,
pulled
look
some hair?
at them.
Her wig didn't come off though, Bobby. Remember that. I don't know what kind of glue she had.
Oh, she kept it on.
Hello,
Her
them
wig
girls
stayed
got
on
money.
though.
They got good money. They're
She
not
had
rolling
that hair
on
though. You
brick.
don't understand, Ray. She had that hair.
She had that hair on that head, and she got good money to pay for that hair to stay on that head.
I'm talking about the girl that was pulling it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
She had
yeah.
that hair. She had a grip on that hair and it didn't come off.
There was a black girl.
Right.
She was
Mhm.
she was getting a black girl ass whooping. That's what she was
Right.
doing.
Oh, but that hair didn't come out.
No,
You're not gonna take my wig off
yo,
doing no show.
she really needed it, and I'm glad folks are seeing who she is now without the other girls being there because she was egging it on then. That's the reason why she got her ass whooped. I mean, she got her ass whooped. This rich woman really went back to where she was in elementary and showed her, well, girl, I'm from the streets too. Get your fingers out my face, because she kept putting her fingers in people's face. You don't do that to people. You don't keep putting your finger. That's fighting.
Well, yeah, if you ready to
She
fight her, you
told
keep
you.
your fingers in your face.
But she told her too.
What she tell her?
She told her she was gonna get dragged if she didn't stop.
Yeah.
And then she did. She
Hold
dragged
on.
her.
Then she said, "What
She
you?"
had
This
to keep her word. Mhm.
No, she antagonized. What you going to drag me? And that's when she grabbed their hair.
Well, right, because Sister Girl had to keep her words. I told you I was gonna drag it. You didn't believe me, so now I gotta drag it. Well, I didn't know they got down like that, but that just goes to show you, even though you got plenty of cash in the bank, you still be silly as all outdoors.
Hell
Mighty
yeah.
damn silly.
Yeah,
What you
silly
think
is
about
not.
G, Bobby? What you think about G?
He's
Leah's
cool as
husband.
shit. He told her, I didn't want to come to this shit anyway. He kept it real. He was a real G. I came here because you wanted to come. You know what I'm saying? They can't take him because he's 60 or 70 years old. He got his money. He got his kids and his beautiful wife. So what else the fuck he got to worry about? You feel what I'm saying?
He
So
didn't have to lick his tongue out at Karen like that though.
oh, he really did. You see how
That
she,
was not sexy.
That's why I tell you,
Karen has
people
came
with
a
their
long
kids.
way. Karen has came a long way because Karen, you know, she was funny looking when she first came on the show.
Oh my word.
But you know, a little Botox and a little stretch and a little pull, she looks much better. And right hair and makeup.
Her wigs be on point.
And that makeup be do too.
Mm-hmm.
But Candace makeup, it'd be hideous. It's hideous. It'd be
No,
and
she was Miss America.
Miss America went wrong. She looked
Miss America, Miss USA, one of them.
So she competed once before.
She looked like
She
South
won.
DC.
She won.
Yeah, she won.
She's
So
Miss
she's got a
America.
crown. So she does have a crown.
She does have a crown.
Okay.
And there was another pageant girl in there, Ashley. She don't have a crown, but she was in the pageant.
But she still got a rich husband.
She solidified her husband, her money by having 2 babies.
Smart. Oh, right. That's what you do.
Even more than that, she hit past that 5-year mark, so now she ain't got no prenup to go by either. And you know he be cheating.
Yep.
Her husband kind of out there. Like I ain't gonna say that he be cheating. I think they got an open relationship.
Right, that makes it easier.
He don't be honest with her all the time about what he doing. That's obvious.
Yeah, I think that's more of a problem, and then by them being in the spotlight. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. That way nothing sneaks up on you from behind.
You better do what Candy told her. With money like that and you doing stuff like that, do what Candy do. Make sure they have non-disclosure notice with no cameras and anything involved. No one know anything.
Right. Because discretion is paramount. Dennis, could you ever do that?
What?
Be that discreet.
What do you mean by that?
Where no one knows who sees you and who you seeing at all. Nobody knows. Unless you want them to know, unless they're in a part of the group. But because you're making all that money, everybody knows your bankroll is fatter than fat. So you could be posted all up on Minnesota's public wire.
I guess it depends on who you messing with.
Nobody's supposed to know. That's your business.
Right, but I mean, that person might think the same thing. So, because I mean, that's who's gonna tell shit.
Well, you done already got that established. That doesn't happen. I'm gonna have to take you out because some people, you know, they got to sleep with the fishes if they talk too much.
But
I'm that way now because I got some people just like that they cannot. I tell no. People can assume.
I need to get it.
Yeah, assuming and talking behind my back. I think that's fabulous. But to spill something out that.
I know I got one person nobody knows that me and him are doing it.
See, I mean, everybody has those things, but if you made big time mega bucks and all that, you just can't be free and fancy with it.
Or you can be,
because somebody might try to mess you up. You know, people get jealous of you. And want to get in their feelings.
There's another show y'all should watch with Yaya from American Next Top Model called What We Do. What is called, Sina? Who We Are.
Our Kind of People.
Our Kind of People. Yo, this joint is nice.
Okay. This is a club. Our Kind of People is a club. I think I saw a clip of it. It's a club for high-powered black women.
Well, actually, it's about the upper kind of middle class black community and culture.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And jail people.
Because it kind of seemed like Eastern Stars. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, yeah, they, you know, there's a whole subset of our culture that some of us who weren't born into money have no idea about. And that's kind of what this show is about.
that didn't know that that group existed. That's why I said it kind of, I caught a glimpse of it. I didn't, it was the commercial. It was showing a commercial or something. I was watching Hulu. And like I said, they seem like Eastern stars, if you know what that means.
But then what happened is just of the movie is she had a bastard, this rich man had a bastard daughter. She had a child out of a marriage and he hid it from them. You know what I'm saying? And the daughter didn't know it was him. So she found out it was him. They all rich and shit. And they was
Is the mom still alive?
Mom gone. That's the reason
why he doing it, because the
But
mom
the
gone.
wife, his wife is, and the wife remembered. Now they had put her in a crazy home, but when she saw that girl at
It
that,
came all back to her.
she remembered who the girl was.
So what you saying, mom? I mean, the wife has her memory back all of a sudden now, and now this little girl is in the picture. See, that's a whole lot of drama.
And the daughter mad and jealous, so she acting out. You know,
jealous of what? Because there's another
for one,
another Rolling Stone around the corner.
Before she even knew that it was her sister, she was a bitch. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, she was a bitch. You know, before she even knew it was her sister. So it even made the girl even Yaya even adamant to make sure she find out what's going on. And when 1 + 1 = 2, you know what I'm saying? They went, you know, she just let it all out. Well, actually, the dad did. The dad told the mom, the daughter.
Well, the dad should be telling everybody. He should be the first one to tell everybody, so nothing sneaks up on people. That's what causes problems.
She worked it out that way.
Right. Right. If I tell you first, you can't get mad. Don't let nobody come tell you nothing. I told you first. That's how I roll.
Well, he did tell his daughter, they both his biological daughter, but the oldest daughter, he did tell her that was her sister. Before
what about he didn't tell anybody else? Okay. That's good stuff.
And then they told the world. Yaya made it where she can get out there and tell the world and then interject herself into the company. Like, go ahead, that's what's up, boo.
That's how you do. That's how you do. He's in there.
She's like, oh, I guess I do have y'all blood after all.
She just hadn't. Now she's getting a chance to express herself in that way now because she does come from that bloodline. Okay. Yeah. I could see that.
How do you regulate people what they can and cannot say?
What do you mean regulate people what they can and cannot say?
Well, how do you regulate it?
They're trying to do it with Dave Chappelle.
Right. I don't understand what you mean by that.
I mean, you made a statement about they better not say that because you told them or something. I'm like, how can you regulate that? What I should not say. I said what the fuck I want to.
That was a rhetorical.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
I said in my
that wasn't, because I really didn't even remember what you're talking about. Okay, that was a rhetorical.
No, I was just thinking, like people. I mean, if you give me some information,
you want to, but you better not say it in my goddamn face.
Is that how you feel? Then what's gonna happen if I say it in your face?
We'll take you to the streets, my nigga. What's up?
You said somebody's gonna get them hands. Is that what you said? Somebody getting the hands?
As they always used to always throw Vaseline in it. I got some Vaseline in my tennis shoes.
All right, to get them on get your rings off.
Get my rings on. I got a soap I got some soap in the sock.
Oh, see,
so we can take care of what you're saying. We can take care of that real fast.
Take care of that.
But no, that was rhetorical. And again, I come from that place where you just don't tell everything, so you don't have to worry about it.
But isn't it an issue of trust with people? Because I mean,
100% is the issue with trust. The smaller your clique, the less you have to worry about coming out of it.
It's all about the people that surround not the women's for JJ.
Right. Because you got a whole bunch of people around you and they can't all be your friend.
No, they stab you in your back.
They ain't gonna stab you in your back, they're gonna stab you in your front. And make sure you watch them while they're stabbing you.
Oh, yes.
That's how they cutthroat now.
But friends do that?
Friends.
No, friends don't do that.
So they identify as friends first until they do that.
Hold on, it's different definitions of friends these days. So our friendship, the way we consider it, no, we don't do that. Some people's friendship is built that way. It's built
okay.
Because people fuck friends now. Excuse my language. And that's their best friend, and they strong.
What do you mean they have sex with? Most people that you have sex with are friends.
Huh?
Most people you have sex with are friends. What do you mean?
No. I never slept with my best friend. I never slept with none of my friends.
See, that's gonna be.
I can't. I have not slept with any of my friends after I was 25.
I don't see that. That's another thing about like washing your meat. I get confused about, so I'm gonna leave it alone.
I ain't confused. I know how many friends I have slept with before after 25.
But I mean, most people I'm sleeping with are friends of mine.
What kind of friend? Oh, well, yeah, they're your friend. They're sleeping buddies. They're your fuck buddies. That's different from being that's still an acquaintance. That's not a friend. Y'all do business.
That's okay. I've known you the longest of all my friends.
Now, if we fucking and we friends, that's just a fuck buddy. No, I'm not considered as my friend. A friend of mine is someone I tell you everything, my secrets and all that. You feel what I'm saying? I will not label them in any circumstances.
My friends know my ugliness.
Right.
That's
what makes a friend.
Well, the only thing I know is this. Now, the only person I don't know. So that's just so hard to measure that y'all saying that friends can only be this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only friend I got that I haven't had sex with that I've known for the longest is you, right? And that's because I've had a friend that was your friend that we decided that we wouldn't do that. But I've been knowing people as long as you that I've been sleeping with that are friends. I mean, like, I don't understand how you can't sleep with a friend. That just
nasty ass.
I'm not trying to be attached.
I am not your friend. I am your brother. That's the difference.
Different. You know what I'm saying? I can't say what you would do. I just feel that I couldn't just sleep with someone.
Yeah, and me, that's off limits unless we were lovers and we became friends. That's different.
But the boundaries between me and you have always been that it's off limits of having sex because we are friends. Yeah. Now that's I've identified that. I've identified with that with you, but the rest of the people that are friends too, I don't have that same agreement with because we never agreed on that.
Do you have the same relationship with them that you have with me?
No.
Yes.
No.
Well, we don't do business together and stuff like that.
Do you have the real deep conversations and all that?
Yes.
Okay. Some people are able to do all that. I personally am not.
No. Can't.
It's not in me. I wouldn't cut from that cloth. Because everybody ain't my friend.
They just fuck buddies.
Now, everybody can be my acquaintance. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to get in trouble with you and Bobby because I guess I'm just a slut whore.
Sonic can explain. You wanted to hear from me. I can't tell you.
There is a difference between friends and acquaintances.
But the
And
old friends that
I
you have
don't
sex with,
know. I didn't have luck. I crossed the line with a guy friend once, and then I crossed the line with a girlfriend once. This didn't work out. Just stay friends.
Yeah, it's a totally different
Some, some are family. When that family kick in, it's off limits. I look at you like I look at
right.
my brother or my sister. Yeah.
I can't open that door like that.
It will not open. It is bolted shut. It ain't opening.
We break
Mama said, "I will beat your ass if you touch your brother or sister like that." And I can't open that door.
them. There's no door to get through.
Mm-mm.
But there's one door open. You come out to the Pimentos on Sunday. We have an LGBT night with old school music. All the way back from as far back as this. I don't know. It's gonna be old school. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you going back to the 90s? Because that's as old as I am.
Then they're gonna have we have games. They have the big Connect Four. They have spades. They have dominoes. A patio. You can go outside and smoke. Um, get you some good food, some good drinks, and chill. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking for everybody to come out, couples, good chill spot, and live DJ. So Sundays from 6 to 11, come out and chill. Before you go to work.
6 to 11 on a Sunday. That's not bad.
Can
Just
you
come out and
do
just hang
like
out.
maybe from 6 to 7, a little singles mixer
Yeah,
on that? Okay.
yeah. I can even do that on a Tuesday. We can do a singles mixer on Tuesday evening. You know,
Yeah, but I ain't going out on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I don't think the singles is going out on Tuesday.
Wednesday.
We don't want the people in the playpen to come on Tuesdays. We want the adults to come out on Tuesday. And they all got to go to work
So a mixer between what time and what time? 6 to 8.
on a Sunday. Yeah.
Well, I want it to take up your whole event. Just maybe like an hour, maybe once a month or something.
Okay.
So folks can come and maybe meet people. I'll come out and meet some folks
Okay.
Right. At a black
on the
business.
patio in the wintertime, so dress warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They even have, if you're a smoker, they have outside heaters. So, you don't have to worry about being cold going out there and smoke. You know what I'm saying? So it's a real nice little quaint place.
So if I wanted to come and sit down up there and listen to the music, I can play my cards.
You can play spades, pinochle, whatever you choose.
Pinochle and bid whist. Okay.
Bid whist. You can sit there and play some tonk, two-handed tonk if you want to.
Play all of those. I play them all. Okay. That's what I wanted to know. In case I find some players, we can sit there and chill.
Have adult conversations with each other. You know what I'm saying? It has a little lounge over there. So you can just sit and chill and just talk to folks.
Okay. And this is again at Pimento. What's the name
Pimento
again?
on South Nicollet. On Nicollet, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay.
I don't have the direct address now. But yes, Sundays, every Sunday, we have DJ Cousin Chris, every Sunday. But don't forget my Halloween party at the Ramada Inn on the 30th. Make sure you get your tickets as soon as possible. And also my the Jammy Jam coming up on November the 13th. Make sure you check that out. And December the 4th, December the 3rd, we have 4 Atlanta men coming to Minneapolis to warm us up. All right, I'm bringing the heat. From
is that your art? Where you draw them on the canvas?
Yes,
is that the sipping paint?
The erotic sipping paint is going to be 4 sexy Black African American chocolate melanated brothers coming up here from Atlanta to give y'all some entertainment and some heat. So make sure
do you think these Minnesota girls can handle 4?
We're gonna find out.
They may not be able to handle 4 here in Minnesota.
We're gonna
They're
find
not used to all of that.
Make sure you get your tickets on Eventbrite. All the tickets on
Different paint.
VIP.
December.
Oh, and also Trap Sipping Paint at Pimentos on November the 19th, I think. Yes. So make sure y'all come out and enjoy and have fun amongst your own melanated friends and family, associates and fuck buddies, you know.
And all of it. Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a question?
Mm.
Has anybody been out and they required you to give your card for COVID testing?
For your vaccine?
I went to the coming out brunch this weekend. I walk in there like I normally do. I got my mask on. They had a whole table set up with computers, everything saying, we need your card to get in, your vaccination card. Can they do that?
Yes.
Yes.
You have to be fully vaccinated.
Yes.
They said to come into
Nobody else want to get sick.
No shoes, no shirt, no service.
Hello.
This is the first time I was at the Twin Stadium. This is the first time I've ever been in a place said you can't come in if you have your card. So what they made me do is go stand in line. They got a computer in there. They researched it and found that I was vaccinated. They let me in.
All right.
How are they gonna look at my medical records at an event at the Twin Cities, see if I'm vaccinated, and let me come in?
You didn't have to go in. They asked you to be fully vaccinated and have your card as proof. You have an option.
Wow.
I mean, that's why we tell everybody, please go get your vaccine. At this moment, they're getting ready to tell you can't even take a flight. You can't even ride in a plane anymore without your vaccine.
You ever have a card to get on? Man, what is this world coming to?
It's coming to a place where we don't want to get sick by the COVID, and those that don't want to.
This is America.
And
I was on the phone the other day. They asked me if I wanted English or Spanish. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh, you sounding so right wing. Get that right wing out of you.
What you mean right wing? How you ask me if I want English?
Why are you? Everybody gonna speak your language
in America?
This is America.
Population of Spanish-speaking people here
that are American.
Plus other different languages as well.
Right.
Our ballot is in 11 different languages.
And this is America.
Okay.
Just saying. Get with the real program, Dennis. You're behind. Get out of the 60s.
I wanted to understand what fully vaccinated was, because I'm like, what do you mean by fully vaccinated?
You know, you had to have 2 shots. That is fully vaccinated. I mean, you didn't take more. It's a 1, 2. You gotta have 2 shots. Unless you got the Johnson & Johnson, you can say 1.
Oh, yeah, Dave Chappelle was talking about the Johnson & Johnson.
Mm-hmm. The basic, I mean, give me the cheapest you got. Right. So you could have did that, and that's only 1. But you gotta be fully vaccinated.
Yeah, I seen that for the first time. They have a card to go into the Twin Stadium. Like, who does that?
In New York, you got to show it. I think to go in
right
is on Broadway.
California, everywhere you got to certain places you got to show it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you breathing all that unvaccinated air. Ain't nobody.
Please allow me to whip it out.
Yes, I'm still confused because I thought you still can get it even though you're vaccinated. Do you not?
You can get it. You can still get COVID. It won't kill you. It just won't go to the hospital and kill you.
But I'm saying, like,
that was the only thing.
But they're acting like vaccinated people are not contagious still.
Right. So that's what keep everything up.
They're not. Well, do we?
Well, you know, I was thinking that they wanted to, because I mean they were offering vaccinations also. So I think that they wanted to probably get their numbers up on vaccinations. If you weren't vaccinated, they offered it to you also. So maybe that was one of the reasons why they said to get in, you had to be vaccinated because there was often vaccinations that day too. And some people did get vaccinated that day. So
they are literally trying to take them on airplanes. There are certain states you can't do anything without them. So it's not anything new. I mean,
I wouldn't say the vaccination is
you were inside an enclosed room. It wasn't like y'all were outside in the park. Y'all were in a room. And that's where, remember, definitely you have to wear your mask and 6 feet apart inside a room.
Yeah, I get all that. I did all that.
And you got vaccinated, which these are a plus.
I didn't know I had to have my card to get in there.
Well, luckily they could get your medical records.
Well, they had MDH out there, so I mean, like, that was weird.
What about the MDA office?
They were partnering with them. It was a partnership with the twins so they could vaccinate people. Did you say they were vaccinating people on site?
Yes.
Yeah, that's why they were out there.
The twins stayed in MDH and coming out. Well, I'm trying to get people vaccinated.
Right. The only thing with the vaccination is it's not going to stop you from getting COVID. It will keep you from going to the hospital and possibly dying. That's what it does.
Okay.
Because Minnesota is welling up again. So, there's no way of getting away from people that have COVID. I just can't afford to go to the hospital. My lungs are not strong enough for all that extra. And plus, it's hard to smoke while you're sick. It's too much extra. And the vaccine's free.
Well, they're about to start charging for that too.
Well, they've done it a whole year, gave it away. Now we're giving it away to other countries now. Yes. And
yeah,
now they got the pill is supposed to come out now. And I really wouldn't be able to do that, girl.
Well, these are the rules to prove that you have your vaccination card. I'm like, they're making this like.
Well, can't nobody see that little bit of writing.
Well, go to the website and the MDH website and look at this long thing about what you gotta have for a vaccination card nowadays. And it's a book.
But they give you your vaccine card when you take the shot. I don't understand what is the problem. They give it to you right then and there. And when you go back for your second one, they sign the second spot. I don't understand.
Another thing I gotta carry in my wallet.
Okay, they tell you to carry it because they're gonna check it.
Right, I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I took a picture of mine. You can take a picture. I thought it says electronic. Yeah, go back.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people did have pictures of it. Why not just take a picture?
And I don't have to carry it around.
See, just that simple. Everything can be photographed these days.
I always get double teamed.
Because some things are just so simple. This is 21st. This is 2021. Everything is recorded in video.
I get that, but
what? Which part?
Walk into the place.
Sure I bet you still carry paper airplane tickets.
What is? I like it for nostalgia's sake. What's wrong with
the ride? I bet, yeah, right.
I like printing mine out.
Okay, I got you.
My mama said you should always have a backup in your bag just in case the computer go down or something like that. See,
blame it on your mama again.
I can't say nothing because you double team me on it. You don't print yours out?
For what? I got it on the phone. For what? Why am I killing a tree?
Any
announcements? I'm gonna ask you to come up out of the 60s. Come on,
it's 6:50. Listen, it's 6:59. Any announcements? Because we're gonna move on. Because double team is coming. I already feel it.
Just got 1 minute. Any more announcements?
You put the printed ticket in your wallet just in case, Ray.
I'm not printing and killing.
What if your phone dies? What if something happens?
My phone ain't gonna die because I'm going on vacation. My phone ain't gonna die. I am ready for the travel.
What if you can't get internet in the place you're at?
There's no such thing. This is 2021, Dennis. Come out of the 60s.
Oh, it's 7 o'clock, Ray. Let's do your thing. Thank you for showing up.
Wait. I do have one announcement. The Canna Joe morning show, live this morning at the 10:30 in Minnesota Marijuana. So catch it. The morning show is back.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool. I was waiting on them to figure out how they gonna do this, piss the government off even more. No.
Glad they back. Thank y'all for joining us for the Bipoc Happy Hour. We're here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 to 7 p.m. for y'all's enjoyment. We appreciate y'all tuning in to us. Get vaccinated, wear your mask.
Vote.
And vote. Especially if you live in Minneapolis, please go.
Listen,
vote.
voting is on November 2nd. It's only like a half a month away. Okay, so we ain't got that long. We keep sitting
Do it early before blizzard come through. Do it early.
Right. Because 31st is probably snow because that's Halloween. And you don't want that.
And it ain't snowed yet. So yeah.
Yeah.
Go get it done. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later.